Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss the latest developing stories. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona have identified three priority targets for the upcoming summer window, including 15 million euro winger. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Inaki Pena, as it has been reported by Fabrizio Romano that Barcelona are currently in advanced talks to renew the academy graduate and they have rejected loan offers for him. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona sketching out plans for, the summer transfer window, Mundo Deportivo is reporting that the La Liga leaders have identified their three priority targets for the next trading period. As per the report, Atletico Madrid winger Yannick Carasco, Fiorentina midfielder Sofyan Amrabat, and Vitor Roque of Atletico Panarense, of course, are included. Further elaborating on the transfer plans, Roger Torello of Mundo Deportivo is claiming that Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez likes Carrasco a lot and the club are keen on signing the Rojiblancos winger. The Catalans tried to sign the 29-year-old on loan in January itself, but Atletico refused. However, the club were able to secure a 15 million euro summer purchase option for the Belgian. The report indicates that Barca will look to further lower the price as Carrasco's contract expires next year. Meanwhile, Amrabat is another player that Barcelona tried to sign in the winter window. The La Liga leaders offered a $3 million euros loan fee for the Moroccan with a 37 million euro purchase option for the summer. However, Fiorentina turned down the proposal even though the midfielder pushed for a move. Barca will now sit down with the Italian giants to negotiate Amrabat's signing. While talks are unlikely to be easy, the players' desire to move to Spotify Camp Nou will work in their favor. While Carrasco and Amrabat would represent experienced signings, Vitor Roque is seen as one for the future. At just 17, the Brazilian prodigy is already making waves in his homeland, and the Catalans have a very good report on the striker. It has been reported that Vitor Roque wants to sign for Barcelona, even though the likes of Chelsea and PSG are also interested. Barcelona are understood to have already made first contacts with Atletico Paranaense to try and sign Vitor Roque, who could cost around 30 million euro plus variables. So those three players who I've just talked about are the players that Xavi considers so highly to bring in the summer: Yannick Carasco, Sofyan Amrabat, and Vitor Roque, who have been mentioned a lot in recent reports as the Brazilian teenager continues to make waves with his performances and Barca continues to show so much interest. And of course, talking about Vitor Roque, it is no hidden secret that the player likes Barcelona a lot than the other suitors. And good news for us is he have already told his agent that he wants but a Barca move. Now it all remains to Barca. The ball is in our court to see if we can, raise that amount, like 30 million plus, in order to sign him in the summer, because we all know what Barca have been going through, losing some very key targets, all because of finance. And I think Laporta will ensure that this time around Barca can do all that they can to bring in, this Brazilian prodigy. Of course, this comes after losing Hendrick to Real Madrid, after we were the first club, to show so much interest. And it have happened several times when we only were so interested, and to some fans even call Barcelona interested FC, because we are so interested in multiple players, but we can't do what matter. We can't sign them. We're all about talking, making news, making headlines everywhere in newspapers, but we can't do what matters the most. So I think Barcelona need to try and see if they can fork out that money to sign Vitor Roque as soon as possible. Then Yannick Carasco as well, who has been making headlines, talking about his future, which is not certain at Atletico. Fabrizio Romano himself yesterday in his YouTube channel spoke a little about the latest on Yannick Carasco. The player really wants a move, though Atletico Madrid really wants him to stay, so it's still complicated somehow. Barca really wanted him to come and join the team in the winter that just passed, but that was not meant to be. But the player still continued to be strongly linked to a move to Spotify Camp Nou. So a move has not been ruled out. Barca still see him as a priority. And talking about Sofyan Amrabat, who was so close to joining Barca, even on deadline day, but Fiorentina made lives more difficult for Barca. The player was so eager to join, to the extent of missing training sessions with his Fiorentina teammates. And of course, even though the coach admitted that he apologized to the team about the training that he missed and so on and so forth, the way he tried to push himself to a move. But I think Sofyan Amrabat will be happy to hear this report that Xavi Hernandez and his coaching staff they still see him as a priority heading into next summer. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona are in advanced talks to renew the contract of goalkeeper Inaki Pena and have rejected loan offers for the academy graduate, according to Fabrizio Romano. The 23-year-old La Masia product spent the second half of last season on loan at Galatasaray and had a decent run, even though he played just 8 games. Back at the club in the summer, Pena received an opportunity to become the understudy to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, as Xavi Hernandez opted to sell Neto Morora. While the Spanish goalkeeper has not played much this season due to ter Stegen's impeccable form, he is rated very highly by the coaching staff. Pena is seen as the ideal long-term successor to German international at the Camp Nou. To that end, Barcelona are keen on securing his long-term future. His current contract expires at the end of the ongoing season, but Fabrizio Romano is reporting that the La Liga leaders are in advanced talks to renew his deal. It has previously been claimed that Piena's new deal or new contract will run until the summer of 2026. Not only are the Blaugrana in advanced talks to extend the goalkeeper's contract, but they are also understood to have rejected a loan approach for him from Galatasaray. The Turkish Giants are on the lookout for a new shortstopper due to an injury to Fernando Muslera and asked Barcelona about the possibility of signing Pena until the end of the season. However, the Catalans have turned down the approach. Pena is not the only youngster set for a renewal, with Alejandro Balde also set to be handed a new deal. Talks will definitely take place with his agent Josh Mendes imminently to finalize his contract extension. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye for now.